Hello again, I'm back. It's Saturday the 11th of July 2026 and I got back from Wales yesterday and on the way back it got to about 34 degrees and when I got all my gear sorted out, I couldn't sleep at all. So I thought, well, right where I am right now is 25 degrees, so I thought I might as well come out, spend the night in Kinder and get myself a good kit. And what I've decided to do is that I'm going to boost the numbers of my YouTube channel. So I've already got 388, which I'm mega impressed with. And it might not seem a lot, but if you was in a room with 388 people, it's a bit of a bum twitcher, that one. Anyway, so what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to turn it into 1 million viewers. And how I'm going to do it, I'm going to sell sex. I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to give it away. Because that's it, innit? That's the secret. If you're a female, it's dead easy. Show a bit of cleavage or whatever, bend over, subscriber count goes through the roof. Well, I'm going to be getting them my new invention out, my blue ultra lightweight boxer shorts, and you'll just see the subscriber count rocket. So I reckon I'll get about 1 million. So I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to get me 7-incher out later on, and I'm just going to go for it, risk it. What? In for a pound, or in for a penny, in for a pound, to see where I'm from. Right, so just this is a warning now. You lot who've been, too busy watching football and stuff like that, and you haven't been servicing your missus, if there's any horny housewives out there, lonely housewives, anything, any female or whatever that's fit, no mingers, then this is going to be a treat for you lot, I can promise you. Yeah, just for context as well, I'm also going to be talking about the HMG Mid 1 as well. I'm going to give you a good look at it, and I've took it out enough times now to fully understand it and appreciate it, and I'll just give you my opinions on it, because initially I didn't think I was going to be that keen on it, but it is a proper keeper and I love it, especially in this heat. So yeah, and anyway, so like you said, I'm after a subscriber improvement. Everyone's welcome. I'm just I've decided, if you've got it, flaunt it, why not? So just a reminder for those that don't know, this reads Public Spaces Protection Order Area. Wildfires have a devastating impact. Barbecues, campfires, camping stoves, fireworks and sky lanterns are banned in this area. If you see or suspect there's an uncontrolled fire in the countryside, please call Fire 999. Antisocial Behaviour Crime and Policing Act 2014. Public Spaces Protection Order. Maximum penalty £1,000. No excuses really, is there? Nice breeze where I am now. You see the trees moving. I'm so glad for some moving air. Is this a mirage? Look at these trees moving here. It's a lovely breeze. I appreciate this so much. It's busy today. I don't normally come up Kinder on a weekend. Prefer midweek when it's quiet, but there's a lot of people out today. Obviously they're all trying to get cool, aren't they? Just like me. More people taking advantage of the cold water. Not sure if you can see, but there's a nice plunge pool there, and there's 3 people in it. I've just come through the gate. If you're familiar with Grinsbrook Clough, you'll know that gate there. But there's been a constant stream of people coming by, and kids and stuff like that. So because of that, I've not been able to wear the Betty Swallock's ultra lightweight pro boxer shorts, have I? I mean, for those of you that don't know, when I upload my videos, I always click the option that says it's not for children. So yeah, so today's definitely going to have an adult theme to it, which I'm sure you're all looking forward to. I just can't wait to get my balls out and my 7-incher. This breeze is fantastic. Oh yes. This is exactly right. Just while I'm stood on these boulders, I'm going to give you a bit of advice. Whenever you've got a big drop, never do what I'm doing now, stand with your back to it. Because if there's other people around and you get complacent, you're chatting and what have you, and then one step backwards, you know, when you've got a big drop like what I've got behind me, could be really lethal. So yeah, so be very mindful of that. So I'm going to move on to this one. Yeah, so I wanted to have a chat with you about how to stay cool when it's really hot. Things you can do. Obviously you can wear a sun hoodie, and don't be tricked when it's like breezy like this. The UVs will still get to you if you've got a bald head like me and without the luxury of hair for protection. So yeah, so you can, I mean, I wear a cap, obviously, like to keep the sun hoodie from going in my face and spoiling my vision or my field of view. So usually I would wear that the Montbell hoodie that you've seen me wearing recently. That's become my favourite. This Mountain Equipment Glaze is my second one. Last week I decided to treat myself to an Arc'teryx one, a new Arc'teryx one, because I was reading about it and it said that it had reinforced laminated peak. So I thought that's really good, because the only problem that I don't like about the Montbell one is that the hood is massive, and that tends to be the case with a lot of these hoodies. This glaze isn't too bad, but anyway, so I went along the size chart for the Arc'teryx hoodie, the new one, and I decided that I needed a large. So I drove all the way into Manchester and I tried the large on, and it was absolutely massive. I mean, I've got a big head. There might not be a lot going on inside it, but my head's quite large in size, and that hoodie on the size large Arc'teryx hoodie was just ridiculous. I mean, it would have been too big for Elephant Man, I reckon. But yeah, so I tried the size medium on, and the body part was sort of like a regular large in other brands, so I ended up buying that. But even so, the hood's still quite a large size. So getting back to hiking in the heat, so depending on what your length of your day is going to be like, if it's going to be a short one, you can just, you know, take it on the chin, can't you, and make sure you're fully hydrated, and then keep covered. Again, light gear is my preference. I mean, I like to wear black. It does look more stylish and elegant, and it's more, flattering, but it's not a good choice when the sun's on your back, and you'll definitely feel a difference if you stand next to a black car and a white car and put your hands on both. You'll really get the point I'm trying to make. So yeah, so you can do that. You can also slow your pace right down. You might choose to tackle your route in a if it's a circular, you can do it where in the heat, the highest temperatures of the day, I can go up towards the north face, because that'll be in the shade depending on the time of day you're doing it. But yeah, or if you're in steep valleys and that, or if there's a steep valley approach to if you're going up a mountain, you can try and do it at a time when you're going to benefit from the shade, if that's what you want. But yeah, I'm just so chuffed with this breeze, and looking forward to getting the tent up. And I'm just looking at something. There's something reflective over there. It's probably one of them balloons, one of them party balloons that's landed there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a nice cool night, because last night was just unbearable. Anyway, I will let you have a look at me strutting about in my Betty Swallott's ultralight men's and women's, well, the unisex, aren't there? There's a few more tweaks I'm going to do on the version 2, but for now I'm gonna, I can't wait to start strutting around and get my 7-inch out and show you lot what I'm all about. I forgot to tell you as well, so I got that new Thermarest quilt, the Vespa, the 11 degree comfort. Well, I've been getting on with that, and I did get it at a bit of a bargain price. It was a knockdown price from Ultralight Outdoor Gear, and I've only used it twice, and I've decided now that in summer I'm going to be a quilt man. I can't do it in winter, even though I really run hot. So I'm one of these, I sleep hot, I run hot when I'm hiking, but when I'm static I cool down pretty quick. So come winter, it's my bags, and I've spent a lot of money on getting what I think is the perfect winter bag from Cumulus Outdoor. So anyway, because I was liking that Thermarest, I decided to look into the options what Cumulus have got, and I was looking at various different types of bags. They do a sleeping bag called the Aerial, where it's like a sheet on the bottom and then you have all the insulation on the top, but it's like a sleeping bag, but it's super light, 300 odd grams, but I just wanted something really light for summer. Anyway, if I would have gone down the custom route on Cumulus, then I would have, with the spec I was after, it was going to cost me like 300 quid, and then I would have had to cop for the import duties, which would have been about between 100 and 120 pound as well. So, well, that's with delivery. So anyway, I started looking on eBay, see if I could find anything that was suitable, and then I was drawn to the Western Mountaineering Nano. So I was looking at that, and that's like 450, depending where you get it from, between 450 and 480 quid. So that would have made it on par price wise with the Cumulus, but Western Mountaineering is 850 plus fill power, and the one I was going to go for with Cumulus would be 900 fill power. So ultimately the Cumulus one would have trumped it on weight, and I would have got the exact spec, wouldn't I? But I'm looking at, because I wanted it quick, I wanted it for this heat spell, because I'm going to be, I don't want to be suffering too much with this heat. I'm not really, I favour the cold over the heat, me. But anyway, because I wanted it quick, the other disadvantage of Cumulus would be, I think it's a 3 to 5 week wait on a custom bag, well, quilt. So yeah, so I thought, well, I'll look more closely at this Western Mountaineering. So my mate Anthony, he's got, he's had a lot of experience with Western Mountaineering bags, and he really rates them, but he does say and insist that the loft on the Cumulus is by far the best, and I agree with him, because I've had PhD, I've had mountain equipment, Rab, Big Agnes, Sierra Designs. I've had loads over the years, can't even remember now. But yeah, Cumulus to me is the absolute number one when it comes to down insulation, and when you're factoring in the weight, and when it comes to the stats, what Cumulus tell you the comfort temperatures are and the limits, they're bang on. They're the most accurate company out there in my opinion. So anyway, I'm looking for options on eBay, can't find anything, and then I thought, I had the Western Mountaineering Nano in my basket in, which shop was it now? I forget now, it might, but there's a bit of a discount, not much, it was £430, so I'm on an hour and I thought, well, I'll sleep on it and then I'll see how I'll feel in the morning in the fresh light of day. Anyway, so I type in the thing, try and look for the cheapest, quickest delivery and all that kind of stuff. And what pops up on eBay? A Nano, a Western Mountaineering Nano for 250 quid. So anyway, I ended up buying that. And the guy I bought it off, hang on a minute, there's people coming. Yeah, so the guy I bought it off, I was, you know, chatting to him and that backwards and forth. I mentioned Cumulus and what have you, and then I told him that I had this channel, and he's now become a subscriber. So cheers, Ray. It arrived earlier today, and I'm mega impressed with it. I mean, aesthetics wise, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to try it out tonight. So yeah, really looking forward to using this. And the other thing why I favoured this one as well is because not only is it available now, but the colour options on the Cumulus ones wasn't quite ticking me boxes, and this is like funnily enough, it's the same colour blue as the my new boxer shorts, so it's a win-win, isn't it? Win-win. Yeah, I'm just at the top of Crowden Brook, and I seen these two ladies in the 70s, like late 70s, looking at a map. So I made a joke, you know, what's this, you know, two women looking at a map, you know, anything can happen sort of thing. And they started laughing, and then I got chatting to them, and they're on the way to Edale train station, and they were telling me they walked from Marsden. I mean, that's mega impressive, that. Like I say, you know, I never asked them how old it was, but it was definitely in the late 70s. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? So again, just going back to mitigating heat and things like that when you're out hiking in these sort of temperatures. Another thing that I always do, something I learned off the lads in the Andorran Cycling Club when I was living over there, is that they never get on a bike unless they're pissing clear. So especially, you know, if you're one of these that likes the old devil's juice, you know, it's not a wise thing to come out unless you've properly hydrated yourself, and you know, and also I always take out at least 4 or 5 of these electrolyte tablets as well, you know, the dissolvable ones. But yeah, well, I tell you what, I'm so glad. It was a great decision to come up here this afternoon. I know I'm going to get a decent night's kip tonight without sweating and tossing and turning all night. Right, I've got my HMG Mid one up. I'm at another one of my secret camping spots. It's only to be revealed to my inner circle. So you've all heard of the wolf packs, and if you've watched some of my videos, you've seen the 6 packs, and this is what I call a pack of wolves. I'll show you why in a minute. So here are the wolves. They might look like lumps of rock to you, but the wolves to me. They're going to be guarding me tonight. Let's go and have a look at this HMG Mid one. I absolutely love this tent. When I first got it, I was like in 2 minds, you know, what the hell have I done here and how much it costs and stuff, but it's quite strong gusts at the moment, and I've pitched it high, so you can see, can't you? Because I want airflow tonight, I really do. Last night was so humid. You know, I'd had a good well, 2 days and a night out in Snowdonia with Chris Whelan. And I was looking forward to a good night's kip, but I couldn't sleep when I got back. So what I've done today is I've gone to the gym, I've had a good workout, and then I've hiked up here to the Pack of Wolves. I'm going to get me new quilt out and all my other bits and pieces in a minute, and I'll let you have a look. So yeah, I see more and more people are getting interested in this tent now, and you know, for these last 2 heat waves we've had, it's perfect. It's so well ventilated. I mean, you've got ventilation all around, haven't you? And then you've got these 2 peak vents as well, like there, and one on the other side. And then you've got this double zip system. You get more ventilation than that if you want. Obviously, it's not going to be raining when you do that. But yeah, I've just put these extra bungees on with like a lark's foot, so like a loop, and I just loop it through the rubber bungees that was already on the tent when I bought it. So I've done that to all the 5 guy out points. Like you see, if I wanted to batten down, I'd drop the pole a bit, and I'd go around and tighten all these corner guy out points, and this rear one too as well. And then you know, if I wanted less of a breeze going through, but I really want a breeze going through tonight, I really do. Yeah, and I'm out with the Z packs because I had the HMG, is it Waypoint 35, that white one that I had when I was in Wales, and it's so sweaty. I mean, I thought I was going to be doing a fair bit of scrambling, but you cannot beat this back system on the Z packs. I mean, I know there's other packs out there with ventilated back systems, but like I say, you can cinch this down at the top and at the bottom there on all 4 corners, and you can have it arced as much or as little as you want. But I haven't got any sweat on me at all. I mean, it was warm coming up, obviously, but just all you need is just the most gentlest of breeze to, you know, be in the air, and you end up with a sweat-free back, which is good because it's just like, you know, if you wanted to go super light and you wanted to bring the minimalist amount of clothing possible, you could. It's like this now, you know, I can use this tonight, but it's bone dry, and it started off 26 degrees, and well, from Edale it was 26 degrees. So yeah, I'm looking forward now to getting this quilt out and laying it out and that, and then it'll be time to get the you know, the bit you've all been waiting for, to get this 7-inch out, get my balls out and sit on a rock and try and create a pose that's going to attract me 1 million, preferably female subscribers. But I'm not bothered if there's some blokes, as long as you're straight. None of these kind of blokes that are halfway, you know, the ones I'm on about, that think they're a lady and they're not, you know what I mean, don't you? Yeah, anyway, so we'll catch up in a minute. Okay, so I'll let you have a look at this Western Mountaineer in Nano Light bag. I love the colour. Sorry, not bag, quilt, what am I talking about? Yeah, so with the HMG tent as well, there's no actual washing line as such, so to put a lamp up, what I do is, because it's got a double zip there, yeah, what I do is I on the other side of this, I put my little lantern on there, on the other, you know, in the loop. So can you see? Hang on. It's got one of them on the inside, like this one here, but the higher up thing. So yeah, so I put my lamp on that. Yeah, like, you know, I've shown you before, it's got a massive vestibule area for plenty enough room to cook and what have you and store your stuff. I mean, that's Z-Pack's 60 litre, but I could easily get it in the front there. So my mat I'm on is the Nemo Tensor All Seasons, and it's a regular wide. So you can see it's down there. And then there's a good over 2 foot at the front. So yeah, it's got the magnetic tie backs for the flaps. It's got one there. If you want to open the other one, it's got one there on the inside, look. Anyway, the time has arrived. Let's get my 7-inch out. Let's get into my Betty Swallows ultralight, sexy boxer shorts. So just remember, these are the Mark 1s. I'm still working on the Mark 2s. I'm thinking of like zips, you know, and on the front and the back for quick access, what have you. So yeah, just stand by. You're gonna love this bit. Right, I've been watching Wild Bear, so I've been getting some tips on you know, how to position the camera and stuff like that. So this is Kinder's chaise longue, and this is where I'm going to reveal me 7-incher. It's that. Now I hope none of you filthy buggers have been thinking I'm going to be getting my private parts out just to get 1 million subs. I want at least 2 million for that. Yeah, so the balls have been going out. I've been going on about the meatballs. I've got a meatball marinara. I actually got 1 foot long, but they've cut it into 2 bits for me. So I'll show you what I'm having. I've been getting whiffs of it all the way up here. It's been making me dead hungry. Yeah, Danny's Deli is always shut when I come past these days. But to be fair, on Subway, these are really, really tasty. So I've got, it's toasted and it's got cheese in it, and it's got onion and, let me show you. What do they call these green things again? Look at that. Can you see it? Yeah, so I'm going to get stuck into this. And then I'm going to chill out, just do a bit of connecting with terra firma and all that kind of stuff. But by the way, one thing that drives me insane is when people are eating on these wild camps and they've got the microphone there and you can hear all them guttural sounds. God, it does my head in that. So I'm turning this off. I'm gonna eat this in private. Now I hope none of you filthy buggers was waiting for me to get my private parts out, and if you was, I'm gonna unsubscribe you. Yeah, I've had me Subway now. Oh, really tasty that. I'm getting more and more in favour of bringing a sandwich instead of making a meal. Not that I really do any cooking, do I? But only really boiling water to add to like freeze-dried stuff. Or I was a bit jealous of Chris the other night with his what's it called? I forgot the name of it now. You know which one, if you watch the video, don't you? But yeah, look how good the Mid one is amongst the wolf packs. So, sorry, the pack wolves. It's the pack wolves. But yeah, it blends in pretty decent actually. Because these granite boulders, when the sun's been on them for a few months, they sort of lighten up, don't they? But yeah, in the foot long, what do they have? Italian herb, is it Italian herb and cheese roll? There's nearly 400 calories in just that alone. So you get about 7 meatballs and slices of that processed cheese on top of that. and then what they call them green things again? Not gherkins. What are they called? The spicy things. I forgot anyway. But yeah, so they've got. I reckon there's got to be getting on for at least 800 or 900 calories in that, isn't there? And then when you get these freeze-dried meals, some of them have only got like 600 calories. Yeah, the real termite. Yeah, I think I might treat myself to one of these chicken curry ones. I mean, 13 quid for a freeze-dried meal. It's a bit mad, isn't it? But yeah, I'm gonna, because I've not slept well last night. I've done a fair bit of exercise today because I've been to the gym, and then I've come up Grinsbrook along the footpath to Crowdon Tower, and then I've took my bearing from there to come to one of my secret spots. But yeah, if you know me and you're in contact with me through eBay or on this and you want to know where this is, I'll let you know. But it's funny, isn't it? I mean, I know most of my subscribers, they're all decent lads and girls, and they all have a good code of practice, don't they? They don't leave rubbish and what have you. But it's so annoying, isn't it, when you come to one of your favourite spots anywhere really, and you find some pill that's been there and just left the trail of shit behind, made no effort whatsoever to pick it up and take it home. I just don't understand the logic of that. Why would you carry something that's full and then when it's empty you're not taking it back? But yeah, let's have another look again. So it does look good there, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah, so don't be a tit, pick up your shit and take it home. Anyway, I'm going to have a bit of a lie down and go through some of this footage. Just double check that it's suitable for YouTube, and think about loading it up tomorrow. But yeah, I've got a couple of other secret spots actually, but you can only use them in summertime. So there's a few where during the winter, well, pretty much for 9 months of the year, they're like swamps. But this time of the year, you can get several tents in them. But yeah, this is one of the old favourites. Right. See you in a minute. Alright then people, I'm going to say goodnight because I've had my sandwiches and I've had a couple of these like cereal bar things with nuts and chocolate and stuff, and I'm wilting now. I had a pretty crap night sleep last night, so yeah, that wind's well, temperature's dropped quite a lot. The sun is still quite bright even though it's gone 9 o'clock, but yeah, I'm just going to call it a day and hope to get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. So, good night and God bless. Morning. Oh, tired still. Don't know what time it is. My phone's off. I had a good sleep though. I woke up at some point and Just had a drink of water. Just fell back to sleep. Oh. Right, anyway. Oh, a little. This is another good little tip. You know, people buy them little squashed up towel things, don't they? You can just buy the makeup, these makeup doofers. You know what women used to take makeup on. I'm a bit prone to getting blepharitis, me. So, wipe my eyes, give my hair a good wash. One benefit of not having any, well, I've got hair, I shave it down to the wood. Right. So today, I'm in work tomorrow, so it's just going to be a hike into, obviously the car park at Edale. And then I might have a drive into Atherstone. Not that I need any gear, but I do like popping into that place. But yeah, anyway, there'll be no more of this nonsense. This nonsense. You've seen the end of that, you'll be glad to know. It is the lining of my shorts and blue shorts that I had on when I was in Wales. Why did he put these in shorts? Does anybody actually like these? I mean, they're so rough, aren't they, when you get sweaty? Maybe I'm sensitive, I don't know, but what a waste of time. I mean, them shorts was 38 quid. Could have saved me, like, I don't know how much it cost to put them in, but anyway, sun's already up. Turn my phone on in a minute and find out what the time is. But yeah, I've had a good 2 days, haven't I, with I went home, 3 days, because I went home, didn't I? And then come out again yesterday. But I'm tired. Yeah, I watched that footage back. I don't think there's anything YouTube will ban me off. I can't see me getting 1 million subs, or probably lose half the ones I've got. Anyway, right, I'm going to make a brew. I know we're not allowed to, but there's a big rock over there and I'm going to put my camping stove in the middle of it and I'm going to make myself a brew on there. So I'm sure that if I went to court and I shown the judge the footage, I might end up in prison. Actually, I might end up in a lunatic asylum, but I'm sure he'd appreciate that I'm a sensible person when it comes to wild camping, and I do take the necessary precautions. I mean, you've noticed, well, if you have noticed, I've been taking meths out. Tried the alcohol stove again, and I do kind of like it, and I get why you get it, but I've got a gas with me today. Just when you're out and you're walking and you're conscious of time, I wouldn't really want to be hanging around for the alcohol stove to boil my water. So anyway, right, I'm still waffling. So yeah, update on the DCF tent. So I love this tent. However, if some of you are sensitive to noise, then it might not be the right tent for you, because DCF is prone to rattling. So if you've got a bit of a sensitive nervous system, you might want to think twice about DCF. Although, like I say, I really like the tent, fantastic. And it's definitely going to be a keeper for me. So, yeah, this quilt worked great. I mean, it's got a comfort limit of 3, and I'm not sure what the temperature went down to last night. When I looked the night before, it said there's going to be gusts of 20, and then maximum gust of 20. I'm sure it said the lowest was going to be 11, but I think it's gone down a bit less than that. But it's just so welcoming after all that horrible heat. So I was thankful for it. I mean, I did sleep really well. So I'm just going to wake up now and then make my way into Edale, and then do I trust myself to go into an outside store in Hathersage and not buy anything, because I spent enough this month on quilts anyway. You can always find a reason to buy gear, can't you? Yeah, just a reminder, if you're thinking of getting a DCF tent, just bear in mind that it can be quite noisy, when the wind picks up and that. I mean, I'm alright with it unless it's like really windy. I've got quite a strong nervous system, I would like to think, because it might be the fact that I've got tinnitus in this ear and I'm a bit deaf in that ear thanks to the British Army, but it doesn't really bother me. Plus I've got wired earphones, and I listen to music on very low at night to drown out the tinnitus, so it kind of negates the noise of the tent as well on most of it. So yeah, if you've got a bit of a sensitive nervous system and you're a light sleeper, you probably won't like it, so it's something to bear in mind. I mean, like I said, it's gusting quite strong at the moment, but solid, it's well handling that. Lots of nice airflow, which was greatly appreciated. Does anybody actually like humidity? Whoops. Right, I'm in my bare feet, so I'm going to stand around on these rocks a little bit more for a bit of the old earthing, and then I'm going to make my way back. So yeah, it's been a good one again. I've had a good kind of what Thursday it was when I went to Wales. Now it's Sunday, so yeah, a night in North Wales, include a FAC, and then a night in Kinder. It's not been a bad few days, has it? Okay, I've packed up now. I've had a look around. There's enough. I've not left a thing. Remember, leave no trace. That's where I was. It's my pack ready to go. Time to say goodbye to the pack wolves. Remember, don't be a tit, leave no shit. Kinder Scout is super dry at the moment. When I was removing my pegs there was no residue of soil on them whatsoever. So they're proper bone dry. So if you see anybody being silly with barbecues and campfires and stuff like that, you know what to do, don't you? I've told you before. Right, until the next time, all the very best and God bless.